time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
That's caught. It's not. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Floating away. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Clark. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Duggar. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Owls!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the move from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 40. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Oh, they tricked him. It's a fake. He wants to throw. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ford Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Finds us back in the middle. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Here comes the hurry up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. Quarterback gets him up. Breaks into the open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down.
There he goes. He's at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy. Fitted in the window for the score. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Clark. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Oh, he wants it all. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Bring in the heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's going up top. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to pass, it's Duggar. Quick completion on the out. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Porter.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds a crease at the 20. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. They're going to ride this running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
At the 14-yard line, second down coming up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Duggar. Just a little off. Incomplete. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Got it, looking for the first down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
On the 10-yard line, they're not thinking field goal. They'll go for it on fourth and short. Holds it in. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Might be changing the route. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Dumps it off in the flats. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires left. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, You're going to gift us the football? We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take us over, and now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Going for it that deep in your own end, just outsmarting yourself. Offense set up, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Duggar. Makes the grab on the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Gay. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Gay.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush.
Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop it.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's a nice gain, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
They'll go to the counter, and he will go nowhere on the final play of the game. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.